Hi, and welcome to the channel. It's the day before Thanksgiving. And I wanted to show you all a little bit of some recaps on some videos that I've done. So if you watch our channel, hope you do, we've done a video on overseeding, and I talked a little bit about that. I'm going to show you some results from that. We also talked a little bit about all stock and how you can save money on that. And then if you go back into March, I did the video on round bales versus square bales and how to save money. So there's 3 videos on how to save money when you're feeding your livestock, and I want to talk a little bit about those. So right now I am feeding my all stock. And I have switched from a cottonseed meal that I mentioned in the video. You'll see that up above. I've switched from the cottonseed meal to soybean meal. And here's the reason why. I would have to take the cottonseed meal and mix it in with the all stock. Just a little bit that I do, not even a scoop a day, you know, a small little metal scoop. But I tried the soybean meal and they eat it by itself. So I'm still putting it with the all stock, but it's nice to know that, you know, it's more palatable for them. Now, here's what I want to show you guys. Look behind me at this pasture, okay? You can see this is about 2 acres, and I've got my sheep out on it today. This is the first day that I've put them out, and the video that I did on overseeding, again, there's another one we can put up here for you, talks about how we did it. And I want to show you all the benefits of putting down your rye. So we put down Abruzzi rye, we put down Gulf rye, we put down some Clover, we put down some Vetch, and we put down some Fescue. So I want to just show you all a little bit of what we have coming up and the benefits of this. But this is the first day that I've put my sheep on this. And the reason is I've got 3 main pastures. The other 2 that are over here by the barn, they're blocked off, and I've got them with electrical wire. And then I have one past our small apiary. I've got one in more of a silvo pasture that we've seeded too. But if you take your hay, and this is not something that I'm trying, first off, I've done this for a while. If you have a round bale or square bale, you put it out once a week, put them in this. Okay, put them in this once a week and let them graze. And I'm going to tell you why. You can go on YouTube right now, and you can find 100 videos on bloat and how animals bloat in the spring. They come in, they've been eating hay the whole winter. They have not had anything green, the high protein of the grass. They come in and they swamp it up. Okay, and then you have issues. You put a little bit of cottonseed meal, you put some soybean meal in with your all stock. That's your high protein. It gets the gut used to the protein. It also helps when they're birthing, you're going to have healthier babies. Number 2, you put them on this and they're used to grass. Okay, so this will be once a week. That's all I'll do. I'll keep them in the regular pasture for the rest of the time, and they'll be on hay and some small graze. But the rest of the time is going to be completely in the other pastures once a week in this pasture. This is going to keep their gut with some fresh green feed that's going to allow them long term to be more acclimated in the spring when the time comes. But I mean, I want you just to look at this now. As you can see how they are absolutely tearing it up, and you'll see there's some patches right in here that is not as thick as others. 0 fertilizer. I don't have any fertilizer on this at all. Now, again, I always say there's going to be somebody, because we get a lot of comments, somebody's going to come back and say, well, it's rye, it'll grow anywhere. Yeah, it will, but it doesn't grow like this. Not when it was planted 30 days ago. And, you know, it might. Now, let me show you a little bit about what we've got in here. Okay, so I put Daikon radish and turnip in. You can see, look at the Daikons coming up. Okay, and they're all in here. But then, look right here, you got your clover coming up as well. Okay, that's a big one. And I'll tell you something else. I'm looking for it now, and I'm sure I'll find some. But vetch is a big one that we've seen a lot. But look how thick this is. And here's something I want to show you too. Here's your Gulf rye. Okay, see the thin blades? That's great. But then there's your Abruzzi. Okay, and that's why I like the Abruzzi. You see how thick that is compared to the thinner Gulf rye. Now, if you're doing Any type of hunting, I get it. But for livestock, why wouldn't you want to have a thicker blade of grass if it's cheaper? So, yeah. Just wanted to show you all this. Here is this hairy vetch that I was talking about that's coming up, and you can see, if you all aren't familiar with it, you might want to really check it out if you're looking to get a good protein content. I put down 5 pounds over about 12 acres, and it's coming up all over, but you can see, you can get that off the web, or your local co-op might have it, but you don't need a lot, but it's in here. And it comes up in a stringy type setup. So you can see how, look how that, see that? But that's got a high protein content as well that you can mix in with your clover. I hope you found this video useful. Again, what we're doing here is we're keeping the sheep in a common area that is about 7 acres. I have that fenced off, and on each side I am growing grass, and eventually I will let them go into each side. But within that common area, I have my hay, okay, my round bale. Once a week, okay, day before Thanksgiving, I will put them in here and I will let them graze all day. Throughout the week, I will give them a small percentage of all stock mixed in with a soybean meal. And that is something you can get at your co-op. It's up in the 40s for protein, so you don't want to give a whole lot. But the biggest thing with this video I'm trying to tell everybody is, if you don't want bloat, whether it be your cows, whether it be your sheep, your goats, whatever, you cannot feed them straight hay all winter or grain and then turn them into a fresh, lush pasture in the spring and not expect some serious issues. This way, their body continues to have some green foliage in it that allows their body to continually know that there's going to be more in the spring, and there's just not a huge acclimation at the end. I hope this video is helpful. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, tell your friends about us. Have a great holiday.